Imagine a massive investment fund controlled by the US government, worth trillions of dollars, buying up real estate, stocks, even entire companies. Sounds like a financial powerhouse. Well, that's exactly what a sovereign wealth fund is. And now, the United States is considering launching its own. But how does it work? Who controls it? And why does the US suddenly want one? Stay with me, because we're about to break it all down. A sovereign wealth fund, SWF, is a state-owned investment fund used by governments to grow wealth for the nation. Think of it as a country's savings account, except instead of sitting idle, the money is actively invested in stocks, bonds, real estate, and even private businesses. Many countries, like Norway, China, and Saudi Arabia, already have massive sovereign wealth funds, helping them secure financial stability for the future. The US doesn't have one at the federal level. So why now? Let's take a step back. Who controls a sovereign wealth fund? These funds are usually managed by government-appointed agencies that make investment decisions in the country's best interest. Norway's sovereign wealth fund is currently the largest in the world, holding a staggering $1.74 trillion in assets. It's followed by China's Investment Corporation, which manages $1.33 trillion. These funds play a crucial role in national economies, often fueled by budget surpluses, money left over after a country has paid all its expenses. But here's the problem. The US doesn't have a surplus. In fact, the country has been running a deficit for decades. So, if the US creates a sovereign wealth fund, where will the money come from? President Donald Trump believes the US could eventually build a sovereign wealth fund even larger than Saudi Arabia's, which currently stands at $925 billion. His administration has floated ideas like tariffs, government revenues, and other intelligent financial strategies to fund it. But there's more to it than just investing in stocks. Trump has hinted at a very controversial idea: using the fund to buy TikTok. Yes, you heard that right. The US government could use its future sovereign wealth fund to acquire a stake in TikTok's US operations as part of ongoing efforts to force ByteDance, TikTok's parent company, to divest. Billionaire investors, including former Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, have already expressed interest in buying TikTok's US platform. And get this, one proposal even suggests the US government could own up to 50% of the entity controlling TikTok through an IPO worth at least $300 billion. This raises serious questions. Should a government-run fund be used to invest in social media platforms? Would taxpayers ultimately benefit, or is this just a political play? And most importantly, how transparent would this fund be? If the US successfully launches a sovereign wealth fund, it could become one of the most powerful financial tools in the world, lowering tax burdens, investing in American industries, and ensuring economic stability for future generations. But without clear funding sources, transparency, and regulation, it also poses a huge risk of political influence and conflicts of interest. So, what do you think? Should the US create a sovereign wealth fund? And should it be used to invest in companies like TikTok? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more deep dives into the world of finance, crowdfunding, and global investments, right here on Funding Sparks. See you in the next one.